I am back in the JK this morning, heading out on another scouting trip for another flat fender run in the future. I'm heading towards Crystal Peak, which is east of Truckee. I'll be passing a couple lakes on the way out. We'll be going past Prosser Lake, Boca Lake, and Stampede Lake. So more later. This is Alder Creek, and this is the Immigrant Trail followed along Alder Creek. And when they built the dam, they created Prosser Lake. So a couple of miles up Alder Creek from here is where the Donner Party broke an axle in their wagon, and they stopped to fix it, and then winter came in on them, and that's the famous Donner Party. Another part of the group went up a little further, and they camped at Donner Lake, but the Donner family themselves camped that winter on Alder Creek. Okay, we are going to head to Stampede Reservoir. Nice drive through the pine forest. This would be really good for the World War II Jeeps that are all stock. Okay, this is Stampede Reservoir. We're on the dam. A lot of people fishing out there today. It is Labor Day 2022. It's funny, we were driving on gravel and dirt roads, and then all of a sudden we crossed the Stampede Dam, and we're on this, it says 270, and it comes off of 80. Okay, well, we just had to go up a couple of miles on 270, and we turned off of that, and we are back on dirt roads. Got this neat rocky ridge off to the right of us as we're following up the hill. Been slowly going up in elevation, but it hasn't been too bad. It's been very gradual climbing. So far anyway. Got some neat rock formations up ahead of us. Well, we're still climbing up towards the top of the peak. Still been really gradual roads, not bad at all, not any real steep spots. Well, I'm thinking that must be Crystal Peak. Right there. Well, I think this is as high as we get. It looks like we're starting to head back down the hill. There's a loop up here that you can circle around, get back down to the road we came up on. There's Crystal Peak. Beautiful up here. You could just see for miles. looking over into Nevada that direction. I believe that's the Reno down there, way off in the distance. Well, it all looks the same, but I did find a different trail to get down off the mountain. And I'm taking that one just to explore a little bit on the way back down the hill. When I was coming up this road, it was a real gradual road up, and I noticed a couple of things that reminded me of a railroad road. I look on my map and it says railway grade, so apparently this was a railroad at one time. Railroad tracks. This is one of the areas that reminds me of a railroad grade, because a road with a vehicle would just follow the contour of the land and go up, but with a railroad they try to get it as level as possible, so they built up this little section here. Here's another one of those little crossings that they made for the railroad. Across the little gully here. We're on the old Hennes Pass road. This is the original route into California during the gold rush. Well, we are on the trail to Sardine Valley, whatever that is. This is a really cool forest in here. It's there's not a lot of brush in between, and it's really not really thick. It's almost looks like a park setting. Very beautiful in here. I think this must be Sardine Valley. Looks like it's private home. Ranch or something. Oh, this is Sardine Meadow. Okay, so this is Sardine Meadow. Following this green meadow, going away from Sardine Meadow. This is Kybert's Flat in here. It's really pretty in here. Well, I've been following the Hennes Pass road since I left Crystal Peak, and I came across this Moore's Station, which was an old stagecoach stop during the gold rush era. There's nothing left except for some foundation stuff now, but I'm gonna go check it out. It shows where the root cellar and corrals and hotels were, hotel and barn. Pretty cool. This was a root cellar of the station, all just made with native rock there. Overlooking Kurt's Flat. Apparently this was the corral to hold the livestock. Well, apparently a barn was here at one time. There's hardly any sign of anything, but more station well. Just a hole in the ground now, but it says here that it was 40 feet deep and water had to be hand pumped to the surface. Well, this was apparently the site of the old hotel that was once here. The hotel at Weber Lake is still standing. Well, another fun day of scouting. I went and checked out Crystal Peak and went through Sardine Valley and Kurtz Valley, came across an old stagecoach stop, Moore's Station, and I'm just about back onto 89, so I made a really nice little loop, passing a couple lakes on the way up. So it's been a great day jeeping. It hasn't even been a full day really. It's only been 4 or 5 hours, and I think we got a nice little route that would work good for a flat fender ride. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Until next time.